Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. He shoots. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Campazzo. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. The shot won't fall. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. There's the steal. And they're running. And there's the drive. Good on the shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Musa. The offensive rebound. Takes the 3. That shot is good by Campazzo.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Six to shoot. Here's Osman. Drills it from deep.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
To the wing, right side. It's deflected, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. On defense, the visiting team. They set the pick. Pass to Inja. Takes a 3.
They're having a hard time knocking down their 3s here in the early going. Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Musa. Launches it from deep. Nails it from 3.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
From deep three-point land. Inja grabs the miss. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Throws it up high. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
There's a screen. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Athens foul call. Smoothie. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Clock at 6. Knocks it down from distance.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Osman. "29 seconds left in the first quarter." Garuba with a rebound.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
There's a screen from Garuba. From deep. That shot, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for Athens. Here's Hazonia. No made baskets yet. Nunn defends. Pass to Garuba. Here's Hazonia. Fade away. Unable to get that one.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Defended by Brown. There's a screen from Garuba to the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
To the right side. Launches it. Kept alive. Pass to Hazonia. Ibaka with it. Nunn defends. Tries again. That one goes in. 5 points in the game.
Not exactly what coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Outside, Brown. The 3 is up. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
To the left wing. Now here's Ibaka. Not a lot of room. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Outside, Brown. The kick out to Nunn. Lets the 3 fly. And Hazonia pulls it down. Defended by Brown. Pass to Garuba. Screen by Ibaka. He buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Right side, Nunn. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Over to the wing. From the corner. Garuba with a rebound. 1:53 left to play in the second quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Garuba. Knocks down the long J.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Drives to the hoop. And a two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And he's going for the lob. Oh, they pick off the pass. 3 on 3. Ball stolen. Here's Hazonia. He's scoreless. Defended by Brown. 5 on the clock. The shot. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. 55 seconds left in the first half of this game. Hey, here's none for 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Nunn defends. All sorts of time. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Got a piece of it. Shot is up. Hezonja gets the bucket. Pass to Brown. Outside Nunn. 3-pointer. He gets it up, and that's not gonna go. That'll do it for the first half. Up 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half court.
Welcome.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the... And that'll do it for us. Thank
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Athens trails by 7. And it's Deck in at the 3. Knocks it loose. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Osman. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Osman's gotten his second bucket on the night.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
So on the floor for Athens. Here's Deck, still without a bucket. Here's Musa. The 3-ball drains the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Up and in on the layup.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Athens trails by 7. Here's Osman. 6 points for him.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Deck can't hit. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Campazzo, the pass to Njai.
Athens foul call. Chetty Osman. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Njai. Pass to Deck. Second chance shot. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Athens trails by 5. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
There's a screen to the middle. And then he goes in for the dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
4-3. Deck with a rebound. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Here's Njai. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Athens trails by 7. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8 points now. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. There's the triple. Drops in the three. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Osman. Give him 8. And he drives in.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Athens shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting for Athens, Cedi Osman.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. 1:07 left in the third quarter. He's covered by Yurtseven. Pass to Njai. Cuts off the pass. From deep. Offensive board. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, it's stolen away. Puts up a three. Njai grabs the miss. On the break. Here's the pick. Let's go with a three. And that one comes up a bit short. That'll count. And no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. They're up by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Cedi Osman.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Defended by Brown. Ibaka with a screen on Brown. No good on the triple. Athens trails by 5. And for Athens, fires for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big three right there, especially at this point in the game.
Sinks the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside none from outside the arc. And Azonia pulls it down.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Lets it fly. And it goes straight through with a swish. Athens trails by 7. Here's none. And that one is stuffed right through.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for Athens.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Lucas.
And he gets the jumper to drop.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And there's the screen. From downtown. Connects from downtown.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Fires in the triple. Athens trails by 7. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Garuba. Wing shot on the way. It's hauled in by Athens.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Hey, here's none for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
.127 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Azonia. Back to Ibaka. And here's the fast break. Fires the 3. Garuba with a rebound.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
There's a screen from Garuba. There's the 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. The shot misses. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Puts up a deep 3. No good there. So the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Musa in at the shooting guard. They set the screen. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Lucas passes to Osman. No good with the triple. Here's Njai. Pass to Campazzo. Launches a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Osman. Hernan Gomez a screen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Musa. Athens getting their last shot to go. Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Deck, no good. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Osman. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. Here's Njai. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Osman. Powered down with both hands.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Njai. No good from outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Hernan Gomez. They get a hand on it. Here's Lucas. Good on the three-point shot.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
1:56 left to play in the first. A nice shot by Campazzo.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Yurtsevin. Takes a 3. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Njai. The 3. Pass to Musa. Here's Njai. Puts up a 3. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. It's good from long range. Musa's got 6.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Osman, the pass to Slukas. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Here's Deck. Hernan Gomez covering. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kept alive. Pass to Campazzo. To the inside.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Osman. And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Campazzo. And the last second attempt doesn't finish. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They're up by 2. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Huey, defended by none. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Three-pointer. That one, no good. He's covered by Brown. Out left to the wing. Huey, the pass to Garuba. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens. From outside the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Huey. Now Nunn. Still yet to score. The rebound by Ibaka.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Garuba. Offline from the top of the key.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Papa Petro hands it from downtown. It's all knotted up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Scooped up. Here's Huey. Over Nunn. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Huey's got 5 points now this quarter. Papa Petro. Hazonia defending. Over to the left wing. Brown deciding where to go with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got the game tied up here for Athens.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Hazonia. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Pass to Nunn. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Huey, defended by Nunn. And the wing jumper offline.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Brown kicks to Nunn.
Away team foul. Huey. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 to shoot. The Trey.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Nunn's got the lead up to 1 now for Athens. Ibaka with the screen on Nunn. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Huey's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Brown. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Athens lead.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Stolen by Nunn. And stolen by Hazonia. All by himself. Here's Huey. And that time, also a missed shot. Pass to Nunn. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Deck. Oh, he got it!
Nice call.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up.
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo! And the triple tightens this game up going into the break. Should be a really exciting second half.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here is Athens now. 4-point game. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the 4 spot. There's Lucas. Knocks down the 3 ball. 6 points for him.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Here's Njai. Here's Osman. And he bangs it home with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Bucket is good. And now it's an 11-point Athens lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Musa. He has 6. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Lucas. Here's Osman. He's got 11. Pass to Yurtsevin. 6 on the shot clock. There's Lucas. A 3-pointer off the mark.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's Njai. Trains the 3-pointer. Njai's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Going inside. And he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Musa. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Athens, they've shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though, but plenty of time to get back in it.
Here's Njai. Jams it in off the great move.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
From deep. Deck pulls it in. 1:36 left to play here in the third, and the basket by Njai.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Osman, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Osman's got 14 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Lucas. Yurtsevin kicks to Osman. Carries it from three-point range. Osman's got the lead up to 14 now for Athens.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Musa. The three. Sinks the triple. He's got 9.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Away team foul.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the visitors. Back to none. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. The kick out to Brown. Second chance shot. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Athens holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great effect. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Musa can't hit. Athens leading by 11. And it's Njai in at power forward. Brown outside. And it's denied. Here's Campazzo. Defended by none. Here's Musa. Good on the triple.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Musa's got 50% three-point field goal numbers tonight, 4 of 8. And here's none. For the 3, drains it from beyond the arc. And Athens leads by 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
From the corner. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Njai's got 10 points in just the second half. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Brown's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Huey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Athens leading by 11. Pass to none. To the wing on the left. Here's Lucas. They get the rebound. Back to none. And finally they hit one. Nunn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Ball stolen. And now Athens on the break. Petro. No good on the 3. And here's the fast break. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes.
Pass to Garuba. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up. The shot, no good. Athens leading by 13. Now, here's Nunn. This one for three. Cracks in the tray.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And now, here's Hazonia, guarded closer to the left wing. Shot to stop the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Hazonia's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Petro, Hazonia defender. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the left side wing for three. That shot no good. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And Athens leads by 16. Here's Huey. Oh, he got it to go. He drops it in.
Can you believe that?
So it's Athens winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. That one drops for them.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
From the arc, sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Osman. The three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. To the inside.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Into the lane. And he jams it home with authority.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Wide open. Drained it for 2 points. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. Five to shoot. Back to Hernan Gomez. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
And there's a pick. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Deflected. Here's the break. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Gets the three to fall.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And it's rejected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a miss there off the inbound.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Sinks it from distance.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez with it. Can they get it? Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Pass to Osman. The three. That shot missing. He's covered by your 7. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Athens trails by 6. From outside, off the mark.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Oh, a really deep three that time. He's got 13.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Launches a three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
No good with the triple. In transition, here they come. Pass to McCormick. Shot on the wing. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Athens trails by 8. Ooh, ripped away. On target from range.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Over to the left wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And that one's good for Brooks.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
None against Brooks. Outside Nunn. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Shoots. And stolen by Nunn. Drops in the three.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
There's the triple. The shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gets the three to fall.
3 points.
He's got 6.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
He takes it in, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Defended by Brown. On the wing, Brooks. It's hauled in by Athens. Brown with it. No points yet. Takes a three. Sinks the tray.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
They set a pick. Defended by Brown. Three-pointer, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Can't connect from short range.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Defended by Brown. 4-3. It's tipped. McCormick good. McCormick's got his first points of the night.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Brooks. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. Athens trails by 9. Oh, got a piece of it. And here's Nunn. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Defended by Brown. 4 on the clock. Pulls up. The shot comes out.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the first half now in the books. Up 9. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
When you outwork your opponent like this, getting those extra shots, it just shows your guys want it more, man.
Yeah,
And let's switch it up. Here. And that's it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Inside. To the wing on the left. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. 9 points in the game.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Uses the glass on the layup.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Pass to Mirotic. The three. Gets the three ball to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Nails it from beyond the arc. Balmaro's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And the shot goes.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
There's the three. The shot that time not on target.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
That one doesn't drop.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Hits a three-pointer.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
There's a screen. Out to the wing. The three is up. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Athens trails by 11. From deep. And again, it's Athens with a three.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Pass to Mirotic. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Athens. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Yurtseven, here we go. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. And it's good. 2 points. 17 points in the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. A tight game here in Milwaukee. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter. It's intercepted. And here comes the break. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul.
And so it's Athens with it. Pass to Yurtseven. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Yurtseven a screen. And it's all from three-point range. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
He was all alone on that one. He's got 19s.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Fires the three. No luck on that one. from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens. Hook loose. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Up 9. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's the fast break. Pass to McCormick.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Athens trails by 11. And for Athens, the steal.
It'll be a turnover. Athens ball.
On offense, here is Athens. And the basket by Brown. Brown's gotten his first bucket of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
They set the screen. Pass to Brooks. Defended by Brown. Clock at 6. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Number 44.
On Monday, then on Wednesday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
McCormick with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And the three-pointer goes.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Brooks against Nunn. Up and over Brooks. Nunn, no good. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Top of the key jumper, no good.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Fires for 3. And another miss by Athens. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From behind the arc. Pass to McCormick. Another shot. They grab their own miss. Out to the right wing. And it comes off the front of the rim. Athens trails by 14. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. From the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
For 3. He buries it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Nunn defends. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
From downtown, sinks it from distance. Don't do anything silly, just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Nunn. And so it's Athens with it. They trail by 11. So it's a victory for the road team in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.